Or still
What's up?
podcasting.
What?
I
What?
love it.
What? What's up, internets? Welcome to Same Ish, Different Day, the podcast with a name that wants to take a holiday break. Raza, today
Really?
we have some news for the listeners and with the stream. Whoever watches this VOD, we got a bunch of lurkers. Hi, people who don't chat in the chat. We see you. I
We
see
are
you
proud
coming through.
parents.
Yeah, we appreciate you too equally, even if you don't like to
Yeah.
pop in live. But we just wanted to give a heads up that this Friday, the 24th, 3rd,
Third?
23rd, we will not be
Justice
doing a
something?
stream. We would like to have a healthy break. And then on the Monday following that, which would be Monday, the 26th, Boxing Day.
Boxing Day?
Yeah, the boxing of the days. Have you ever seen boxing on Boxing Day?
Yeah. It's fucking cringe.
Really?
Because it's like a family. Well, the one I went to was like a family friendly event. It wasn't actually
Interesting.
boxing. It's more like 40-year-old men who got rejected from like the local wrestling convention.
Ah.
Put
So
that
it's
together.
amateur wrestlers. Amateur
It's lower than
wrestlers.
it's like lower. It's like what your the neighborhood dads put together on the weekend. It's like lower than that.
So it's kind of like a mix between LARPing and wrestling.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And you're like, oh, this is boxing on Boxing Day. You're like, oh, this joke is played out 20 minutes in.
It's like Christmas in July, bud. It's like Christmas in July. I don't understand it.
What's Christmas in July?
You've never done that? That's some white people shit. When you're in the country,
Yeah.
it's always in the country. You even in Northern Ontario, they do it too. For some reason, in July, they'll do just a special event. A bar will throw a Christmas in July, and everyone shows up in Santa hats and Christmas stuff in July, and they get gifts, and it's
What's the
like a
point
bar
of
night and
Christmas?
party.
I would assume why not fuck it. I don't know. I don't. Let these whites have their time.
It's all meaningless anyways. We're all a bunch of rentoids. The government's trying to get us, and Mark Zuckerberg is all our data.
Anything that isn't origin in Canada isn't cool. Everything that's from outside of Canada is so much cooler. Like,
That's a bias. What about
dude?
You don't like Gordon Lightfoot?
Day.
What about George Strabalopoulos?
Day. I'm talking about days, like holidays.
Days.
Why are you giving me people's names?
You don't like a day from Canada. You don't. There's got to be a Canada type of day that you like. What's a Canada type of day? You hating on Terry Fox?
What's day? What's
Terry Fox Day? There's a Terry Fox Day. He ran across the country like a
what do
champ.
We do? What do we do on Terry? Do we also
all the kids in our society? No, all the kids in our society run around their neighborhoods. That's how we commemorate them. But it's enough little kids run around in the country that it equals up.
See, if you're gonna have Terry Fox Day, you should have it at least to the point where you're like, I'm gonna, celebrate his thing, and that's by running across the country or whatever the fuck he did.
I don't. So you have to do the thing that the person did to commemorate them.
That's a homage, right? Like it means more that way. Like we already do Canada Day, and we still do ethnic cleansing. Why don't we just continue the trend for that? We're already half-assing it here. Why don't we just full do it? So like, cool to have, sure. Why not? Let's have a day for every notable Canadian ever. Let's have it for let's do Celine Dion Day. We'll just watch Titanic. Will be a big deal.
I think that's problematic to say because didn't she just come out as ill with something, with some sort of degenerative disease?
How's that problematic?
I don't know. Okay, I got that wrong, but I'm just saying. I think Celine Dion. You don't think
Really
Celine
think
Dion
sick people
deserves?
shouldn't be given anything in the world
Because
because they're
that. Well,
problematic.
that's how the internet works sometimes. But
Michael J. Fox, you're not allowed to have anything good in life because you're problematic. Why? Parkinson's, friend.
no, the opposite. That he can, because he has Parkinson's, he could say whatever he wanted.
I don't think that's an applicable rule for anybody. I don't think, oh, because you have a disease, you can just say slurs and go on your racist tirades. Let's yeah. Roseanne did that, and she was on Ambien and just said slurs.
Yeah, I know, and try to use that as an adequate excuse. Like, oh yeah, I'm just doing too many pills, so that's when I
Are you?
use these
That's not good,
words.
Bailey. That's not
What?
good.
Oh yeah.
Bailey is doing pills.
Well, I'm on the nog. Don't worry about me. I'm off the chalky nagi. Chalky nagi, taki doni, and healthy lifestyle. Brown skin, brown juice, brown food. Ain't nothing in this house
Man
getting
said
in the
brown
way of this
skin.
success.
Man said brown skin. What does that mean? What does that mean?
What?
Clap, clap, clap,
Just
clap.
ingest in success, breathe in success,
No,
drink in
I got my
success.
water here. It's sick because it's filtered water. The water Bailey drinks is from his tap.
What's wrong with tap water? It doesn't. You're gonna die from the
Chloroform,
same shit
all
from
those
both the
chemicals
waters.
and shit. I can smell the chloroform in our water. That's how bad it is.
Chloroform, chlorine, chlorine.
Chloroform. Ooh, there's a conspiracy that our city is trying to drug us.
It's fluoride, bro. They're poisoning you. It's a mind control drug. Didn't you read about it? It's supposed to make you docile, bro. That's why I
Yeah,
only drink mineral water.
can't afford mineral water. Let's be real. Let's be real.
I could if I really tried hard enough.
Yeah, maybe two paychecks. You can get mineral.
Yeah. I'll just save up. I'll do two four after one. I'll do it. Whole
Dude,
day's
yeah,
work for a 2-4 mineral water.
I've had mineral water before. It's not that good.
I used to
It's
serve it to
water.
rich people when I was a server all the time.
Uh, To be honest, it's
I'd
just
have to bring a
mineral.
little glass, some slices of lime, some salt, and then maybe a different glass with ice in that glass because the ice can't be in the glass. You have to choose if you want the ice.
It's funny because all they're asking is water with rocks in it. That's what they're asking for, and
Yeah,
they
but what's
charge
wrong with that?
like
They're ch-
$30 for it too.
yeah, I know. For fizzy
Go to
water.
a beach. Go to a beach. Take the water from there. There's your fucking mineral water. You get it for free.
I don't understand it. I don't. Same thing with
Even
wines,
like
bro. I used to serve like $120 bottles of wine, and I'd be like, why? Like, why are you coming here
I
and
guess
doing
because it's
this?
the
It's
age,
okay.
like the age and stuff. Like I know, like really old wine is like so
Yeah.
super expensive.
Oh, I had a bunch of mishaps as a server. I had so many mishaps as the wine server. I had the highest wine sales, but I failed my wine sales test.
Common Bailey,
Yeah.
very
I just,
common Bailey.
oh yeah, the manager called me out in the meeting. He kind of called me out and everyone else out at the same time to like
But it was
embarrass
mostly
me.
directed at you.
Yeah, to embarrass me, but then at the same time tell everyone like, yo, this kid who failed the test is doing better than everyone else.
Yeah, but he failed the test.
Yeah,
Color me ironic.
but
I'm
I'm
like,
still
okay,
telling you he failed the test.
yeah. He failed the test. But he's doing it better than all of you, but he's failed.
Oh man, because I can't tell you. You give me a glass of wine. You want me to tell if it has an oaky after finish or a mahogany after finish?
You're just like
Fuck
I
me, bro.
drunk man. I can't tell you. I'm hammered
I
now,
can I
so
can tell it's woody. I can taste some complex flavors. I can't tell if it's blackberry or cherry or fucking God. Oh my
dude,
god, man.
all I've had a lot of wine. I've had a lot of wine like the last like 5 years. And let me just to tell you straight, I I can't. It all tastes like what garbage would fucking taste like. You know, when you
You're
smell
such a
garbage,
biased perspective on all your consumption.
wine isn't good though. Wine is not that good. It's
Wine
very
can be good.
fucking.
Wine can be
Not many
good.
people like wine.
I
I
bet you I
for
can get you a wine that you would like, and it wouldn't be expensive.
I don't to I've had a lot of wine. I don't think he. No, I'm a big bubbly man though. If you give me bubbly
Oh, oh yeah, you're a sugar bitch. That's why. Okay, you're a sugar bitch. I can.
or
It's harder.
champagne, champagne is good too.
You gotta have an ice wine. You gotta have a mead, a honey wine, or a mead.
Mead, I've had one good mead. That's the only mead I've ever had. In Ottawa, well, it was pretty good. But yeah, it's just
You're
wine
really
is
picky,
wine.
aren't you? You're really picky, aren't you? And you hide it, aren't you? You're a picky little boy.
How am I picky if it gets me like with all the wine I've had, it does the same thing.
If
It
I
gets
like
me hungry.
chocolate nog, I'm gonna buy 12 of them.
Exactly. I like it. I like it. But like wine, I don't get the hype around it. Like like it gets you drunk quicker. Fine, sure. But like other than that,
All right, there, George Costanza.
fucking it's like dude, people who hype up wine are like have in my opinion, no offense, have a very limited worldview. Like let's
Yo,
be real. Let's be real. But
hot
like
takes.
hot take. Like it, it's fucking like the most. It's one of the most. Even beer is overrated in my opinion, but I like it. Right? Wine is fucking equally as overrated. You know what's
How do
not
you
though?
get
What's
here?
not? What?
How do you get here?
How do I get
What's not?
it?
What's not? Then what's not? Give
Whiskey.
me.
I love me some good whiskey. I'm a whiskey man.
All
I
right,
can
there,
have that.
fucking.
You have that. Now that's a man's drink. That's a man's drink right there. You know you're a
Ron
big deal.
White. All right, there, Ron White.
But like because like where I'm from wine country, and the whole culture around
Oh,
this city is wine, right? And it's like the most like, eh. So like it is what it is. Like I wouldn't hate on you for liking wine, but like it's
oh
like
no.
it
That
is
shit
what it
does
is.
get bullshit. It's the same. It's just a different style of hipster stuff. Because all of a sudden, then you're doing these tours downtown. You're paying $40 to get a few sips of wine that all kind of taste the same. It's really it's another one of those like buy our product shams. You know.
Yeah, and then my one friend, he was house setting, and then his uncle, his entire basement was like a wine cellar.
Yeah.
He had both like red and white wine. And we had both. I was like, this is both. Like I don't, it's getting me drunk. That's all. He's like, how did it taste? I'm just like, if I'm gonna be honest with you, it tastes like wine. It tastes like
You
wine.
don't have a palate at all. That's why you don't have a
Oh
palate for
my
food at
God,
all.
bro, Reza, get you need to. We need to get you into wine tasting because wine
No.
is core to
So
us.
what's the
Yeah.
most name me the most complex food, like if you're thinking of food like a complex flavor, what's the most complex, like you think of it, you're like, oh, that was a really hard flavor to figure out, like what's
For
the
food,
yeah, if you've got a palate, what's the most complex thing you like what do you like to eat, what's the thing that's like, oh, this is like spicy but this but that.
I like a little yeah spice, but then I also like having that little bit of sweetness in there. Not like sweet, but that tangy
Okay.
sweetness.
Okay, I'll
You know
back
what I
off.
mean?
If you can even go to that part, then I'll back off on that. If you can
Like
explain
it's
it in
like
that way.
it's almost like lemony.
Okay, I feel ya. That's very like traditional. I like that. I get you. I like the tang a bit.
Exactly, yeah. Like sweet and sour, like whenever I have noodles, I love the sweet and sour sauce, but like it's I find it a little bit too sweet, but then at certain restaurants it has that like that the sweetness even has a bite to it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
I feel
mean?
ya. Yeah, like a sweet chili type shit, like a Thai
Yeah.
cuisine type stuff. Okay. All right. You get a
I
pass. I will not judge the palate. Now
if
eat
you
your
get
chocolate
brown,
donut
buddy.
because I want one really badly. But
If only we were living in Back to the Future time where I had a machine here, I could just fucking send it to you and it just it holograms it to you in somehow
oh my
matter
god,
forms.
I'd be stoked. The future is coming, bro. We're gonna live forever soon.
We are, dude. We are, dude. Dude. I already cloned myself, dude.
But so, dude,
Right,
you're the Christmas dude. You're the Christmas
right,
dude, right?
yeah,
Since you're the Christmas dude, do you have
yeah,
any
dude.
Christmas joy you want to share with the audience? This is gonna go to the recorded podcast. Do you have anything? What's your message? Do you want to teach people about Saint Nicholas? Maybe about the lore of how the elves are employed by him and whether or not they have humane working conditions? What's your knowledge for them today?
All I know is that Santa was a devout worshiper of Islam. He was he prayed times a day. Allah was his God. But my knowledge of Islam is based, or not Islam, of Christmas, is of Christmas is what I was taught in school. Santa comes down the chimney, which is, by the way, the more I think about that way of doing things, it's the most inconvenient way. Because I was thinking about our fireplace, and there's like an opening, and you got a
Yeah, oh, yeah.
fucking thing, and then
That's why it was
it's
magic. It's magic, Raza. It's magic.
so he just shows up at the. I don't know. There has to be some
Yeah, he
sort of like
twinkles
rules,
in.
right? I don't
Cause
like this. This is
when
why white people are chirped by every other culture on the face of the planet.
because Raza, if he doesn't use magic, then we have to acknowledge all of the chimney sweeps that all the poor
still exist.
children that have to do this job. So otherwise, it's
all the
magic.
chimney
It's
sweepers,
magic. Okay.
all the chimney sweepers are the kids who on the nihilist. They don't get coal. They get jobs working at the Santa factory. And that's why every year
That's jokes.
you don't care about it because the Santa magic is there present. But and people who don't celebrate Christmas, like ironically Bailey, but me for obvious reasons.
No
Um,
Christmas.
and me, I don't. I'm a different a religion, different culture.
He still eats
He thinks he's
bacon.
too good
He
for.
still eats bacon.
I don't anymore. That's the
Okay,
thing.
okay, 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 okay.
I'm going full swing back into my Islamic
Crack spear.
cold one. It's so like every year, and Christians would know about this because Santa and Jesus and whatnot. But every year, around 45% of kids are kidnapped every Christmas, and that's because Santa's taking them away to work as child laborers in
Yeah, he
the
stretches
North
the
Pole.
ears out. That's how he makes elves.
Yeah, yeah, and then he beats him with a hammer, and that's how
Wow,
the elf
that's wow,
and it's
wow.
smaller.
This not make Santa abusive.
He's already kidnapping kids.
Okay, well, he's kidnapping for Christmas magic. Okay, Raza, there's a
Yeah, so
justification.
and for some reason, the kids he kidnaps, the weird a ratio to white to different colors is off. Is somehow all the immigrant kids are kidnapped, and yet the white kids are opening up presents the next day. So we have to like protest this. It's kind of sad. More and more kids of color are missing every year because of Santa.
And there you go, everyone. That's your elf
Can you
lore.
beat that? Can you clip that? It's like out of context too.
So, sincerely, yes, whether you celebrate Christmas or the holidays, I don't celebrate Christmas. I think it's a consumer holiday. Do you
He's
care
such a
about what Jesus
fucking.
did? Did you know
Oh,
that this calendar that we follow now wasn't the same calendar then? Whatever. I won't get started.
when he goes to
I
parties, he thinks we're like, yo, they don't know I'm here. But we know you're here, Bailey. You've not stopped talking about how you're here.
I just don't think you should. Give gifts only if you want to give gifts, and then give gifts to your friends whenever. And then you don't have to feel guilty and give your friends Batman comics just because they give you gifts. Because everyone should just share everything.
Yeah. Well,
Although
fuck you then.
those, although
Fuck you then. Fuck you then.
Although those Batman comics are always very appreciated and are looking forward to be read over the Christmas break, even though I don't celebrate Christmas, so we don't talk about how I take advantage of the same capitalist breaks, even though I bitch about
Exactly. Suck my nuts, man.
it.
Suck my fucking pasty ass. This guy's going to a Christmas party. He partakes in the Christmas activities, but doesn't. He tells himself, I don't celebrate it. Stop having a good time here. There's no such thing as joy. All right.
Okay, the only rant I'll go on, the only anti-Christmas rant. Can I ask one question, Raza? The only important question.
What?
What did St. Nicholas do?
Didn't he get his head chopped off,
As
or
far
that's
as I know, I don't know.
that's
I
the
don't
wrong
think
one?
anyone. I don't know what Saint. No one knows what Saint Nicholas did. So at the very least, if it's not about Jesus, or can't we know what Santa did? We're celebrating this literal Catholic saint, and no one knows why.
Or you could just do it how people do it and just take it for what it's worth. It's a time for closeness. Time it the year's ending. Time. You know what? No, I'm not going to go on a rant. No, 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 no,
So
no,
I
no, no,
gather during
no.
the holiday season too. I visit family. I embrace warmth. I embrace love. But why do I have to do it in Jesus' name? Amen. Thank God.
Why are you don't have? No one's telling you to do it in Jesus' name. Who's
You're
telling you
telling
to
me
do it?
to, but it's Christmas. It's Christmas. What do you mean, dog? What do you
You
mean?
you can say happy holidays. Do it in for the holidays. Eid is out on like around this
So
time.
that's what I
Kwanzaa.
do. But you're talking about the Christmas spirit. This man's wearing a Christmas hat. There's often a lot of Christ in this house. You know what I'm saying? Where's the
I'm
Allah? Where's
just
the Allah, miss? You know?
you want kind of jokes. I went to my cousin's house last Christmas, and then he instead of putting up he had a Christmas tree up, but instead of putting up a Christmas doing a Christmassy, he's like because he has kids now, he's just like I'm gonna make this an Eid tree because there's Eid around that time too, and he did it. So he put up all Eid stuff on a tree.
There you go.
So
I like
you
that.
can literally make this time because it's a special time for everybody, all the cultures out there. Everybody who's atheists have Bailey is one of them fucking pagans. That's because that's cool. He gets like +2 on his attack, but like -12 on defense because he has the power of Christ is not
I'll
protecting him.
just let him take the shots. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. Either way, we appreciate you guys. We just wanted to promise that we're not going to disappear. So we're coming
I
back.
mean,
We'll probably be one episode of like normal podcast as we've done it with our news segments and stuff, updating some New Year shit, and then our movie podcast. Now, what dates? We'll tell you later. Maybe I'll even drop an update episode, but we will be back. Raza, Raza, can you promise them we're not going to go out for milk just like Wine Mom did?
um. If I leave, I'll just tell him I'm not coming back. There won't be. I'm going off. I won't be beating around the bush and be like, yeah, I'm flat out. You annoy the fuck out of me. I'm gonna
He
leave.
says this, but he has an anxiety attack every time we try to creatively collaborate.
So I say this And he says that, and then I say this: if we don't collab anymore, anxiety will cease to exist.
I don't have to respect you anymore, you
I
pussy
don't.
ass bitch.
You pussy ass motherfucker. All right.
We
Anyways,
love
guys,
you.
thank you for hanging out with us. Look at my belly. Look at my belly. You can follow us on the link tree on our Instagram. Oh, you want more? Okay, so we've an Instagram, we have a Spotify, we have a YouTube, we have a TikTok, we have a Facebook, by the way. I just don't know why we have that still, but it's there. All one thing, marching into madness. We also have an email, marchingtomadness@gmail.com. Send us your shit there, and we will discuss that on the podcast. Send anything, your art, questions, anything, and there'll be a segment because we want to do more community outreach and shit. And we also have a Twitch, which you're watching this on. And if you're watching this on YouTube, we also have a Twitch. I don't know why I'm shouting, but we also have a Twitch, YouTube, and then yeah,
He did it. He did it. Thank you. We appreciate you. We'll be back with something at least before the new year. It may just be a Bailey update, but we'll be here. Don't worry. We appreciate you. Now we're gonna go wrestle.